Good morning. How are you? Did you sleep nicely? Can I sit down, please? Oh, tired boy. Go on then. Go on. Can I sit down? Thank you. Oh, you're so kind. There you go. Hello, welcome back all to this week's weekly vlog. If it's your first time stopping by, thank you. Everybody's welcome here. If you're an OG, a returning viewer, hope you're all well, guys, and girls, I should say, and ladies and gents and others. If it is your first time stopping by, super quick intro. Yes, I'm Dawn. I'm originally from Manchester, the northwest of England, and for over 20 years I've been living in the Netherlands. I live here with my partner Lawrence, who's from South Africa, our sons Josh and William, and our little furry boy Jack. So formalities over. This is my vlog channel. I have another channel here on YouTube called The Woven Almanac, link below in the description box, where I share all my crafting stuff. I'm currently sat in my craft room. There's always a little smattering of crafting going on in the weekly vlog, but it's not all crafty chatter. Anyway, how are you all doing? I'm just having a plain old boring instant coffee in my Robin mug, which is a mug is not just for Christmas, it's for life. I'm a firm believer in using my Christmas mugs all year round, and I do shamelessly. Still a bit warm. So yes, I'm sat in my craft room. I'm thinking, because it's quite a while ago now, hopefully you've seen some footage, because I was up quite early, popped into the garden to put some rubbish out, and the birds were chirping away. And I live quite close to the Amsterdam or Schiphol airport, so it's unusual that we get these really quiet moments in time, because yeah, there's just planes going off all the time, and it just caught my attention. So I ran inside, got the camera, and hopefully I've not edited this footage yet. Hopefully you've heard all the birds. It sounded so nice. And then made myself a coffee, and I think you might have seen Jack, our little Parsons Terrier, although he's not so little. He's a little tubby boy at the moment. He's 12. It's really funny. Lawrence thinks it's like a protective thing he does, like he's guarding me. But where hopefully you would have seen some footage, when I'm not in the room, even if I just literally leave the room for a few minutes and come back in, Jack is always in the spot that I sit. And it's so normal now. When I'm usually the first one up in the morning. When I come downstairs, I don't have to tell him to, move or up or, off. I don't have to give him a command. I just politely, sorry, my nose is itchy. I just politely, I always say good morning to him, and he's half asleep and his little tail wags. And then I always say, can I sit down now? And I always thank him. And he just gets up, or sometimes he doesn't even wait for me to say something. He just gives me a wag and then he'll get up and move. So that's quite cute. And then fall back to sleep again instantly. And then the other little ritual that he does is when I go to bed a lot earlier than Lawrence. When I get up and I'm going to bed, Jack automatically, wherever he is, he goes and stands by the lounge door. And then I say goodnight to Lawrence. And then we've got this little ritual. He stands there, with his little bum and his tail wagging. And then I have to give him a little fuss and say goodnight to him. And when he's happy, he's had enough, then he'll go. He looks back at me, then he'll go and sit back in my chair, in my spot on the sofa. Isn't it funny? If you've got pets, or you've had pets and they do these little rituals or routines, can you let me know? I find it so fascinating. Anyway, so hopefully you've seen that footage. And then I didn't do anything this morning. I've just been completely lazy. I've watched a bit of YouTube. I've read a bit of the newspapers, not too much. I'm trying to sort of keep a little bit of distance there. Last night I did some, I think I finished last week's vlog on Friday. I was in my craft room dithering about what to do. So that's the sum total of what I've done. If you don't know, it's English paper piecing. So I've got these little paper hexagons. I've got a punch, oh yeah, see, that I ordered not so long ago. Otherwise you can buy them, or the little hexagons, or you can get these little, this is just copy of paper, or you can get them which they're like little thin fabric hexagons in all different sizes. I don't even know what this is. I've got this hexagon punch I bought from Amazon a while ago, and I just click, 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 make a load of these hexagons, and then I just glue with one of these glue pens by Sew Line, I think it is. It's got a little bit of glue and you just twist it. Yeah, there's the packaging, because I lost my old pen, don't know what it is. And you get another cartridge with it. And then all you do, in case you're interested, because I just find it so relaxing. So you get, so I'll show you, I'll give you a little demo. So I dab a little bit of glue on the hexagon, stick it on my fabric, and then I just snip around the fabric, leaving like a 5mm, ½ centimetre gap all around, or seam allowance all around. And then when I've snipped them, I just one side at a time, dab dab fold, dab dab fold, dab dab fold, and then on the hexagon. And then I've got this little piece of, I don't know what it is, board. I got it from a craft kit, and then it's super clean. Then what I do, oh actually I've got some hexagons here, so that's one. So this has been glued all around the edging, and the paper's still in it. You can take the paper out when you finished it if you want to. If you get the fabric ones, you don't need to, and they've got like a nice little bit of cushioning. So when it's all glued, there's no sewing involved at this point, then I put it right side down on my little board, and then really hard I just give it a rub. And then what that do, it just makes sure that everything's stuck nicely, and it gives it a nice crisp edge. And then so that's what I did yesterday in the day. And then last night, with not very good lighting and looking at it in the daylight, it's not the best sewing I've ever done. It doesn't matter, I just hand stitched the little hexagons together to make this little flower. And I'm in the mind to make a little needle case. It's a free pattern by Emma Jones, who's Vintage Sewing Box. You could download a PDF off her website, and she's got a whole video on YouTube. If I can remember it during the editing process, I'll try and remember to put a link to Emma's channel, and then she just walks you through how to make this little needle case. I've made one before, quite a few years ago now, and I just fancied hand stitching something very slowly and very mindfully, and just to relax, because I'm still not in the headspace to be doing anything that too taxing on the brain. The other thing I did is, who remembers my pig? I've been sat here procrastinating about this pig for ages. So what I did yesterday is, whilst I was up here pottering, this is the little, let me get the photo. This is actually from a company it's not trading now. It's a Dutch company. The instructions are all in Dutch. But I bought this a while ago, so that's what it looks like. So this is the little head, and then you have to stitch it all inside out. It's a method called bagging out. So the ears are inside. So I'll just explain to you. And then there is where the little snout will go, which I'll do after it's all been sewn. It's like this really nice faux mohair. But I put the ears in the wrong way around, because the ears are inside. So what I did, I just hand basted. I think there's still some stitches in there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. I did a basting stitch just so it would hold. Had a look inside and realised my mistake. One of the ears, one was sort of pointed, they were like that. So then I stuck it back in, and now it's all clipped up in the right place to go. So again, you can machine sew this, but I'm going to hand stitch it. I have been procrastinating about this head for months. I still don't feel like I want to sew it just yet, but was really good. I've wonder clipped all of the body parts, so if I feel like it, I can just pick it up and get going. Ow, there's a needle just stuck in my leg. sewing needle. Oof, it's stuck on that reel of cotton somewhere. So yeah, I mean, it sounds silly, but normally I'd be like, I'd have whipped that up, you know, like done it, but I'm not feeling, I don't know, feeling a bit insecure at the moment, especially with my crafting. I don't know why. My confidence is a bit low. Oosh, I have to be careful with that needle. It's right there, poking through that reel. Should have wrapped it in a bit of cotton. Well, when I get a needle case done, I'm hoping to make a few of these, and then I can just pop them in with different project bags, and I'm not hunting around for needles. The inside of the needle case is what you put the needles through is felt. I've got loads of that. And then I did have half of mine to cut out the template, the sewn pattern, sorry, for this little bear. I don't even know what she's called. This is the whole kit that I bought, but then I thought no, so I've just put it to one side. And then I was panicking because I thought I'd lost all the material to make the elephant. Sorry. She was at a dollhouse fair that I went to a few months ago, so she didn't have the kit, but she had the pattern, and then she had this other kit. So I think she's only doing fairs at the moment, but if you see the price, that's in euro. It's just under €20. You get everything in it except the needle. You get all the cotter pins, all the joints moving, everything. It's fantastic. So I thought I'd lost it, and I was starting to get a bit panicky. It'd be in the house somewhere, but because of just in February I redid my whole craft room, and then I started getting this niggling doubt that I'd thrown it away. The other thing I can't find, actually I'm just going to keep it all in this paper bag, and then I know all these little kits are together, and I'll leave it up high because it was on the floor under my desk. Yeah, because I can't find a book. I was looking for one of my... Sorry, I've gone into craft mode now. It's not a podcast, but bear with me. I was looking for one of my Tilda books, because in the hand sewing, you know, vibe that I'm in at the moment, years ago, I made a hand stitch a little tiny polar bear with moving legs from one of my Tilda books. It was Tilda Winter something. I don't know where it is. Can't find it. And then that started. I don't know. I know why I have this sort of, why it affects me when I misplace things. You know, it's a little bit of everything, but the main trigger is years ago. I have done a story time on this channel about this years ago, so I'm not going to go on about it. But I had a childminder who stole all my jewellery, like 95% of all my jewellery and other things, and she was my childminder. She looked after my kids, and it really affected me and the boys. Lawrence was okay about it. I think coming from South Africa, crime is so normal there, you know, it's very dangerous, unfortunately. But so when I misplace something, or I can't find something, at the moment, you know, I'm of a certain age, so, you know, menopause, I do forget things. You know, I'm not feeling myself at the moment. You know, I'm not in work at the moment. I'm not feeling good. And then with what happened to me, it makes me really insecure. So I don't know where this book is now, and now I can't get it out of my mind, and I have to let it go because it'll just turn up. It'll be under my nose somewhere. I've been through. This is only there's more books here. This is only a bit. It's not. I don't have a massive book collection of crafting, but this is only. I should say it's 3/4 of my books, actually. And I've saw it before, when I was cleaning the craft room out. I saw the book, I saw it. So it's in the house, but you know, start thinking like maybe threw it away. Anyway, I've gone into full-on waffle mode now. Yesterday, I didn't even leave the house. Some might say it's not good for you, you need to go out for a walk, but I just felt like I needed a rest. If you watched last week's vlog, I went out on Friday and I was out all afternoon. You know, I just went out for a potter, and I ended up doing some shopping, and then my friend phoned me while I was out, so I sat in the sun and took the call. And yesterday, I just felt like I needed to just be at home and resting. I didn't do any housework. I didn't clean the kitchen. I did nothing. Lawrence did a bit. Lawrence emptied the dishwasher and loaded it again. Did nothing. And I didn't feel guilty for it. Today, and I hasten to add, sorry, how long have we been waffling for now? Oof, it's nearly 15 minutes. I hasten to add, Lawrence and both the boys were all out most of the day. So I had the house to myself. I think I watched something. I can't remember what it was. I think I might have watched a movie or a series or something. Oh, it's gone clean out of my head. I definitely did watch something. I've seen on Amazon Prime that you can now rent Gladiator and Wicked and a few other movies that I did want to see. So I think tonight, Lawrence will complain because, renting it. It's not cheap to rent a movie and you're going to watch once off Amazon Prime. But I might suggest tonight that we rent Gladiator. Unless Michelle and Duncan are coming on next Friday. Or this Friday coming. If they've not seen it, maybe we can rent it while they're here. I fancy watching Wicked anyway. So yeah, Lawrence is out again today. All day. Well, not all day. Until late afternoon. He's playing hockey. He plays field hockey. And he's going to referee a game. He's an official ref, a licensed ref. And then he said, oh, when I come home, maybe we can take a drive and see what the flower fields are looking like. Looking outside my window, there's quite a few trees with blossom on them. Do I feel like taking a drive out? Not really. There's actually a few streets away from me. There's a little, how the houses are built. There's like a little green area in the middle of them, and they're lined with blossom trees. I think it's cherry blossom, and I saw on Instagram somebody local had posted a picture that they're out, so I might go and have a look at them. I don't know. And then also in Amsterdamse Bos, which is what the nearest national park to where we live, we have a really big Japanese community in this area. The Canon European headquarters were based here. I don't know if they still are, but they were. Hence, we have a lot of Japanese people living here, a lot of families. And as a gift to the community, I don't even know how long ago now, it's a long time ago, they built a cherry blossom garden in Amsterdamse Bos, and it's actually my end of Amsterdamse Bos because it stretches right. Oh, sorry, just cut my lip. Stretches right over to the other side of where we live. When you park up, it's a bit of a walk, but we have been. I might do that in the week, actually, because it looks like the cherry blossom is coming out. That might be a nice walk for me. I'll see if one of my friends fancies going out for a little stroll. I could film it. I'll see how I feel. I'm trying not to make too many concrete plans. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now. This is ridiculous. Are you still here? Are you still here? Well done. I hope you've not fallen asleep. Knock, 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 knock. Are you? Hello? I've stopped now. Anyway, the week has begun. Let's hope it's a good one. See you in a while. Is at the garage for a big service, so they've just phoned Lawrence to say it'll be €600, thank you very much, and we need new tyres within the next 5,000 kilometres. Which it's good that they tell you that, because a lot of Dutch people actually, they like to do driving holidays, like camping. They'll drive to France or Italy and so forth. Oh, I'm just parking. So yeah, then your tyres have to be in good order. I always get mixed up driving this car. I never know what's what. I rarely drive it. It's been raining. I think maybe you've seen some footage of. We always have like a really nice daffodil patch across the road from us on our street. They're huge daffodils, like big uns. and it's been raining, so I took a little bit of footage of them. They look so nice, but you can see they're all heavy under the raindrops. But the car has got like fine sand on it, so I don't know where this rain's come from, because it wasn't dirty like this before. I'm looking at the car park next to me, and it's also got it's very sandy looking. Maybe it's from winds from the Sahara, who knows. Anyway, I was getting a little bit too comfortable on the sofa. I think it's about 10:30ish now, I think. And I needed to buy a few bits and bobs, so I thought, you know what, jump in the shower, get moving, and you know, then you're up and about then for the day. So I don't want to, it's nice to just, sorry, I was just looking at that car, I thought it was going to reverse out on an oncoming car. It's nice to just chill out. I have to in the morning anyway, because I'm up way earlier than anybody else is awake, and I don't want to be clattering about, disturbing everybody. So I have these, you know, quiet moments on the sofa where I'm just, you know, I'm playing a game on my phone, or I'm reading the news, or, you know, just scrolling, you know, doom scrolling. But then I really have to be mindful that when everybody's up, like, come on, you know, hop to it. Anyway, I'm not feeling great. I don't know if I mentioned this, Lawrence has been coughing and spluttering since last week, and he started with a sore throat and a bit of a fuzzy head, you know, sinuses bothering him a bit. Lo and behold, I have it, and I could feel it coming on like over the weekend, and now I've got a full-on, like, it's not like sore as in razor blade sore, but it just feels very thick and uncomfortable. I've had a headache for 2 days, and I feel my sinuses are a bit puffy, you know, everything just feels a bit tender. So I've just took one paracetamol, hopefully, sorry, just move this chair back, hopefully to just you know, make me feel a bit better, because I can feel it's like really full at the front of my face. But I thought, oh great, here we go, as if I'm not dealing with enough, and now I'm going to get sick again. I'm only just over that respiratory virus, and I can feel, you know, I'm getting a bit sort of like gaspy again. The pollen count's really high. I had terrible hay fever as a child, and I kind of grew up, sorry, kind of grew out of it. But then as I've got older, it's come back, but in a different way. And I had my tonsils took out in my 20s. I think quite in my late 20s actually. And what I've noticed is I don't often get like sore throats, but things tend to move straight onto my sort of my airways and chest. So your tonsils definitely do a good job at filtering all the lurgies out. But anyway, right, I need to buy maple syrup, instant coffee, and just some bread rolls. Oh, there's a tree there in full blossom. It looks lovely. I don't know if I'll be going out for a walk. It's said it's kind of going to be rainy and drizzly on and off all day. I'll see how I feel. I'm going to go in my craft room when I get back. I did intend to clean the kitchen, but as I was leaving, Lawrence was doing it. I think he was having a break and making himself a coffee, and then just the state of the kitchen annoyed him. Hurrah. Okay, there's a car pulled up next to me. I'll see you in a while. Gosh, please do excuse my appearance. I realise I look absolutely dreadful, and I've been lying down on the sofa. I don't know if I sound rough, but I have been so ill. I don't remember the last time I spoke on camera. I've actually not left the house since Monday, I think. And then today, it was the first day I felt like I could get up and get dressed, put a bit of makeup on, not that you can tell, because I wanted to go out and get a birthday present for Lawrence. It's his birthday on Sunday. I am feeling much better. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like either a really bad cold or a mild flu. I'm just very, very congested now. My gosh, that was... Sorry, I've lost my... I've misplaced my tripod. So I'm trying to balance you. What's that? Look like I've got a dint in my forehead. How weird. Yeah, I've been so ill. Yesterday, it was one of those, you know, where you just take a massive dip
So I think that's why I'm feeling a bit better, well, a lot better actually today. Yesterday I got up, I think I finally got out of bed like 6 in the morning, went back to bed about 10, got up, went back to bed after lunchtime, got up about 6 in the evening, had a bite to eat, went back to bed, I don't know, like 11ish, and slept all night. So I don't even know how many hours I slept, but it's actually made me feel a lot better. So I'm just looking down here. I forgot to show you this. My mum and Estella are always collecting like little knickknacks for Lawrence. When they were over, Estella found this little brass, is it a pangolin? Lawrence. It's so funny. Isn't it cute? Anyway. Yeah, so I went shopping. Claudia is here. Joshua was working, so I said, "Do you fancy coming out?" So we had a spot of lunch, a bite to eat. But when we left our street, there's all like these like big like really high wooden poles with boxes on the top. I was like, what are they? We couldn't work out if they were bees or bird boxes. Anyway, when I got home, I mentioned it to Lawrence, and he said, yeah, they're bat boxes. Apparently, there's some renovations going on in the area, and there's bats. So they put these roosting boxes out. I got all excited. I thought we were going to have, what are they called? Urban bees. So anyway, you might be asking, where is Michelle and Duncan? Well, there's no sign of them because on Monday evening, Michelle called me very upset, and I was very upset, although I was feeling very ill as well at that point. Their flights were cancelled, and they'd been automatically rebooked on other flights with like stopovers in 2 different countries. I think one was Germany was involved, and completely different airlines. Anyway, it meant they would have had like a day and a half here, and she was like, no, that's ridiculous, and I said, no, don't do it, that's crazy. So I mean, obviously they can claim refund and compensation, so they won't be out of pocket, but still, we were both like really upset. But then in hindsight, with me feeling so ill, sorry, it's actually it would have been a bit of a rubbish weekend. So yeah, I don't know, we're just trying to get some dates together to figure out when they can come over. But I tell you, it should be made illegal for airlines to be able to do that. I think it's disgusting that they can just, because they don't know what people's circumstances are for travelling. Some people, it's like a life and death situation, weddings, funerals, things that can't, like events that just can't be repeated again. So, yeah, anyway. Yeah, so that was a massive disappointment. But yeah, I'll let you know when they can come again. I'm trying to think, because I've just been ill most of the week. I don't think I've got anything interesting to tell you. Today it's cold and grey, and it's been drizzling on and off. I think our boat is supposed to be going in the water between tomorrow and the whole week. So, what's up? Jack's laying on my feet here. I'm really happy for it because I'm cold. I'm going to put a cardigan on in a minute. Gosh, I look dreadful, don't I? I didn't look too bad this morning. I'm looking at myself in the camera. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm just hoping that this congestion all clears. I feel very puffy, and all my sinuses I feel very sore. Anyway, waffle. So I did order the groceries. They're coming between 7 and 8 o'clock tonight. Lawrence is going out for dinner with a friend, but both the boys are here in Cloudy, so they can help me with the groceries. And then I don't know what we're going to do for dinner. Lawrence has been sort of feeding us fast food and takeaways all week. The house is a pigsty. McLeod couldn't come on Wednesday, so I'm not inclined to do anything now. I did do I dried one load of washing yesterday. That was something in itself. I've just been so weak. Anyway, I don't even know what I waffled about at the beginning of the vlog. I can't even for the life of me think. I'll probably stop waffling and then remember a load of stuff. But I don't know. Plans for this weekend. Well, we should have been, you know, entertaining Michelle and Duncan and doing nice things. But as a result, I think it's going to be a quiet one for me. Lawrence is playing hockey on Sunday, but early in the morning. If the weather's going to be good, maybe we can do something Sunday afternoon. I think in the evening we're going to go out and have a nice dinner for his birthday. I haven't got him anything interesting for his birthday. I've got him sports clothes. It's very difficult to buy for. I'm trying to think what else. Anyway, I can't think. I'm very, very sorry. It's been a bit of a rubbish vlog, but I've just not been... I've not been well enough to chat with you. There's something niggling me at the back of my mind and I can't remember what it is. If it was anything important, I'll probably remember for next week. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for tuning in. And again, I'm sorry it's a rubbish vlog. I'm very curious what I even filmed before I fell sick on Monday. And if anything interesting happens this weekend, I'll be sure to tell you all about it in next week's vlog. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you've not already joined our community. And I'll see you in the next video. See you next week. Bye for now.